Good evening, guys. Just out a wee walk, can't sleep. That's wee Charlie's van right behind me there. And I'll tell you where we are. Wee Charlie's up for a few days rest. Always good to see him. Charlie Fleet. I think he's sound asleep now. He come by this morning, but I was out of it. I had a rough night. Not been sleeping the best. But oh, it's a beautiful night up here. You're not even going to see much. Nah, see, I can see more than you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll put my head torch on. Just walking back to my pitch. It was a bad night for Midge. The midges were out in force, eating us alive. It is what it is with the midges. You either get on with it or you let them drive you insane, and a lot of people move, they go home, they just can't hack it. And you get all the products. I find Smidge being one of the best, but it is what it is, you've just got to put up with it. I'm just going to turn this so you can, that's better. Doing a bit of stargazing here. I can literally see millions and millions of stars on one side, bit of cloud in the other. Had a wee walk up the mountain earlier. Really beautiful night. You can just hear the river. Apart from that, it's pretty calm. Oh, it's good to be back in the fresh air. So I'm going to catch up with Charlie this week. We'll go and get a coffee. See if I can talk him into a wee cold dip. See if he's up for it. I don't know if he will be, but he might. You never know. Yeah, I've been off my channel. Had a problem. I turned something off on my phone inadvertently, and I don't know how I managed it. I don't even know how. What's that light there? I don't even know how I managed it. But I did. And I took it into a shop and the guy like clicked it back in 2 seconds. I think he was looking at me as if I was daft. Oh, and then it's just clearing now. This guy's absolutely immense. Yeah, I turned something off on my channel, and so I couldn't go on YouTube unless I had Wi-Fi. And I couldn't work it out for the life of me. But sorted now, so I'm going to catch up and start doing some content again. The algorithm picks up when you're not posting and you slip away down. I don't get really revenue from YouTube. It's literally, I don't know, you'd be lucky if it's gave me £20 a week, or £15 or something. I don't even think it's that. It's probably about 10 quid a week. For thousands of hours of effort and fuel and everything, but I enjoy it. It's not about the money. It was never going to be about that. One thing is, but see when you're travelling, see when you're on the go, and the fuel costs are astronomical, you know, nearly 2 quid a litre. You notice that big time. As soon as you move, you notice it. So the key is to stay in an area and kind of exploit that area and kind of settle in that area and do a lot of routes I really wish I could show you this guy. It is absolutely, I don't even think I'm kidding myself on. The phone won't pick that up, but really, really amazing up there. Wow. Yeah, some night. So, I'm just catching up. I kind of turned off a lot of stuff that I follow, people, channels. It just brought down my traffic right down to a very, very minimalist kind of amount. Only because I want to kind of concentrate on myself just now and try and focus on getting somewhere with myself to deliver the best version of myself, you know. I don't want any outside influences causing me to spend time looking at stuff that has got no bearing on my life. Also, I followed quite a lot of adventure channels and stuff, and like on Instagram for instance, you get a lot of hikers and ramblers and climbers, and the content or the images, Instagram is very visual. The images are always better when it's females posting. Don't know if they've just got a better eye, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the guys that I follow, the females' images and their kind of general posting is always far superior. They're just better Instagrammers all round. I follow one or two of the guys and they're pretty good, but I unfollowed some of the other ones because it was just repetition. It was almost like the same stuff all the time. So I just thought to myself, that's clogging up my day, and I'm not on Facebook at all really much anymore whatsoever. It's crap. I like the images on Instagram. You don't get all the bullshit adverts and stuff, so that's a bonus. I hope it stays like that, but I'll try and concentrate on the YouTube. So I've got a couple of things to do. Logistically, I've got some things to put in place. I've been sorting some kit out earlier. I've got some interesting little things to put together into a video, and I'm going to do a little thing of a difference. I'm going to do a river crossing. For anyone that's not knows what, you know, if you ever, like in the military, we used to do river crossings with kit, how to safely navigate rivers of any size and stuff. I'm going to do something like that. It's a little bit on the survival spectrum. It's not something that 99.9% of the population would ever be faced with, but should you ever come across a situation where to get from A to B, you know, the shortest route is through that river, I'm going to show you how to navigate that river safely, with and without certain items. I've got a couple other things as well, you know, navigating from A to B in the dark, navigating through a forest, stuff like that, when you can't see where you need to be, so you're effectively blindfolded. I'm going to do some stuff like that, and I'm going to throw in a little, like every so often, maybe every couple of days, I'll post a little ditty, which is a little place to see, and I'll add just a little clip, a little short, and it'll be somewhere really interesting that you don't see mentioned often, and I'll give you little tips for little places. Should you be in travels, I'll say, if you're in this area, you're going to go and see this. Or if you're in an area and you want to know somewhere, I'll probably know a place in that area that's really worth seeing. There's not many places in the UK I've not been to, and I'm going to start sharing them with you. Reason being, I'm guilty of keeping the best places secret, so I really need to start sharing them. I will keep one or two to myself out of respect for the area and the very small populations that live there. There's one beach in particular where I've never mentioned it yet, but I shared a picture once and everybody wanted to know where it was. I'm still reluctant to name it, only because it's absolutely beautiful. It's a tiny little road there and a tiny road back, tiny little parking bay, and it just won't take traffic, and it would only take the wrong type of people to go there once, and the locals will close it down and no one will get to enjoy it. So I'll keep that to myself. I'll be selfish with that one. That was a nice cup of tea, might have another. But it was nice to catch up with wee Charlie. It's always good to catch up with him. We'll get a coffee this week, and we'll maybe get a wee bite to eat one night, and go for some chips or something, or a wee pizza one night. But great night. I'm just going to walk along this road a wee bit further and then turn back, because there's different little pockets of clarity, and then you'll hit a little bit of fog. But when you're in the clarity, the visual tonight is pretty awesome. I think I'm just kind of in the cloud line and just kind of in the fog line, the fog bank. Whereas if I go slightly further up and come through it, I'm going to be rewarded. Spoke to Big Matt Legg today on the phone. Always nice to hear from Big Matt. He's a gentleman. He's back on track. Great to see. Another guy that's open about his life. You know, he had a couple of wee bumps along the way there the past month or two, and he's tightened the nuts down, and he's got himself back on track, back to the grind, working again, working hard, getting fit, and keeping his mind clear and his mind occupied, something we all need to focus on. I love it when people share that with you. And I also like the fact that he chose to call me and let me know. You know, that's what it's all about. Why do we keep in contact with certain people? Well, we want to share our progress with them, or we respect their critique. That's the reasons I do it. So if I tell somebody something, you know, I'm struggling with something, and they say, well, look, what about this, what about that? I respect it and I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that somebody's even took the time to watch one of my videos and comment and say something along the lines of, you know, your video said this, or it said that, or it made me think, or it made me up the gears a wee bit. That's the name of the game. That's all you're looking for. So I appreciate it. And vice versa. You know, if I hit a bad day and I hit somebody up and let them know, I'm letting them know because I respect them, and I'm hoping that they pull me through or say the right thing, or maybe point me in the right direction, or, you know, suggest that I tap into something else for a change instead of what I've been trying previously. That's what it's all about. Remember, we're the people, we're who matter, we are the lifeblood, we're the veins of this earth. It's not those that apparently, you know, are empowered in charge. They don't want the best for us. It's us that want the best for one another. If they wanted the best for us, they would represent us correctly. If I led this country, I would want every single member of this country with the absolute best of health and the best shape of their life ever. And everyone that was unfortunately, you know, afflicted by something, I would be doing my damnedest to make sure they were comfortable and looked after. I wouldn't have people begging at soup kitchens. So we look after each other. That's what we do. That's who we are. It's imperative that you hit your neighbour up. 5 minutes of your time could save somebody's life. Don't ever take that lightly. 5 minutes of your time could save somebody's life. Could change the course of somebody's life forever. Just because you made an effort, just because you showed some love, just because you told them that you cared enough to chap a door or lift a phone or stop somebody and pick them up, you know. That's the name of the game. So that's what we do. And that's what we need more of in this YouTube community, in these social media communities. We need more of it. We need a lot more of it. Because there are negative forces at work all the time. And if you've got a voice, then stand against them and use your platform accordingly. I'll stand against any negative force. I don't care who they are or what they are. Just stand against them. Well, this is a great night. It's beautiful. Although it's absolutely black, I can see some lights from a place not far away, maybe 3, maybe 4 miles away. I can see the lights off there in the distance. The rest of it, there's nothing out here. Beautiful. I love it. Great time for reflection, great time for just absorbing energy. Yeah, I'm getting eaten alive by midges on my legs, but I suppose the midges have got to eat as well, eh? Well guys, we'll talk tomorrow and I'll start doing some proper content again, okay? Hope everybody's well. Great to talk to you all again. Thank you, good night. Stay humble, stay healthy, stay steady, striving.